What's up, queens? Welcome back to another video. If you're interested in seeing how I accomplished this super cute big Marley twist style, go ahead and stay tuned, guys. And as per usual, I am starting off with freshly washed hair, and it is blow dried. Usually my clients, they come with their hair already nicely blow dried, with no product inside of it. And it's something that I truly appreciate, but I always like to use my Revlon blow drying brush just to get it a little bit more straight. The good thing about my client's hair is that her hair actually mimics the Marley twist very well. So as you guys will see in the video, it looked extremely similar to her hair. You couldn't even see where her hair was, where it stopped or where it ended, and that made the look so fresh and so neat. So I just wanted to mention a little tip that I found to be of benefit to me and also to the client. So I've done this style before in my client's hair. Before I did it as a knotless twist, and she loved it, of course, but she also felt as if it was a little too thin. So when you don't do the knotless, of course you have that knot that's at the root, and it makes it look a little bit more fuller. So she wanted her hair to be fuller, but of course she didn't want it to look too full to the point where it's just super poofy. So what I ended up doing, the technique that I used, was that I started out in the back with bigger parts, and as I got to the front, I started making the parts very small, not very small, but smaller than the back, but still the same amount of hair I was adding. And what that does is allows the front to give you that full effect without it looking too poofy. And so the technique that I also used in twisting this hair is very similar to Senegalese twist. And basically with the Senegalese twist, you are twisting each strand as you're twisting them together. And that's what gives you that nice, uniformed, and neat twist look. And of course, the hair plays a big role in it. I think I mentioned this was Marley Twist, but the brand hair is actually called Cuban Twist. And again, it's very similar to the Marley braid twist hair. It's just that very coarse and natural feel, almost like a 4C type hair. I'm sure you guys know exactly what I mean if you've ever used this kind of hair before, but twisting it that way has allowed it to really look nice and neat and uniformed and tight. So I have a little bit of a story time for you guys while I'm doing this hair. I remember when I first started doing hair, I was probably in high school, and there was a girl who asked me to do Senegalese twist for her, and I was super excited. I had only done it like 2 times before, and I decided I was going to go ahead and do it for her. I was going to get paid and everything. And I don't know what happened, guys, but Senegalese twists are very painful. Like if you're doing them tiny, I found that it hurts because you're basically twisting both strands before you twist them together, and it might cause like a little tension as you're rubbing on your fingers. And so I started off very strong and very neat and very pretty, but as I got to the top, I don't know if it was my fingers, they started cramping up, my wrist started hurting, but to say, the hairstyle did not come out as beautiful as I thought it was, and I had a very unhappy client. With Senegalese twist, I will be honest, I love the way that it looks. I mean, it is so beautiful, But I've told every client who has ever asked me for this style that if I do it, it's going to cost a little bit more just because of the pain it causes me. I did it, I believe, a year ago in someone's hair, and I actually have a video. It was like one of the first videos that I ever uploaded. And after I did those Senegalese twists, I'm telling you guys, I was down and out for like 3 days. Like my wrist was hurting. I had to wear a wristband. Let me know, you guys, if you I can't talk today. Let me know if you have experienced that before, for some of you who have done Senegalese twists. But this is different just because of the type of hair that I'm using. So even if I don't twist it tight, it still gives you that nice twist look, which is what I really love. So I don't have to work hard. And again, as you guys can see, as I got to the top, the parting started to get a little bit smaller, but of course I used the same amount of hair that I used throughout. And again, that is just to make the top part, and the front part I should say, fuller without looking extremely poofy. And when I say extremely poofy, I mean just looking like a lion. And that makes it a little hard with the style, just because you can't really do much with it. You can't put it in a ponytail. You can't, do like different designs in it. You just can't. It just stays there because it's so poofy and it's so much hair. So this technique allowed her to be able to do a whole bunch of different stylings to it, because it was not lion-like, I should say, if that sounds crazy. So with twists, one thing that you do want to be alert for is that when you are twisting it, you have to remember that it is pulling at the client's scalp. So one thing that I fail to do, which I usually do, is use my clip. I'll add, as I go down, I add a clip to the root part, and that allows it to stay put as I'm twisting so that it's not snagging or pulling too much at the root. But as you guys can see, I failed to do that, and so my client was helping me by holding it so that it wasn't hurting her too much. So don't make that mistake, guys. Make sure you use a clip to hold it in place so that it's not pulling at their root. with Marley Twist, I always find that it is so beautiful when you add curls to the end of it. So off camera, you guys don't see it, but I did add some rods, add a little bit of curls to the end, and of course I added my mousse, and that gave us the most beautiful, most neat look ever, guys. And there you have it, queens. This is how I accomplished this style. I accomplished this look. All in all, this took me about 4 hours to do. And as you can see, it is not stiff. She is able to flip it and flop it in any direction she wants. So if this is something that you guys truly enjoyed watching, just let me know down in the comment section below. Don't forget to subscribe, and I will definitely see you guys in my next video. Bye.